Welcome back everyone. In this video I will discuss about BlocListener. What is BlocListener? It is a widget which is provided by Flutter Bloc library. It listens to the state changes in a block and executes certain logic in response to those state changes. It is generally used for navigation, to show snack bar and to show dialog. It is useful when we want to perform action or to show UI elements based on the state change without rebuilding the entire UI. Let me show you how to use BlocListener. Now this is the same project which we have used in the previous video. If I can show you the output, then you can see this is the output. My requirement is that whenever I will click on this plus button, at that time this count value is changing. Now whenever the count value is 3, at that time the snack bar should be displayed. So based on the state change, I want to display a snack bar. If you want to perform this functionality, then we can use BlocListener. Let me show how to do that. Here I will use BlocListener, and this BlocListener, here we need to specify the block, that is counter block, and the state, that is counter state. This listener takes two parameters. One is context and another one is state. And this BlocListener also takes a mandatory argument which is child, and in the child I am using a text widget, and here I am writing BlocListener. Let me make it as const. Now here I need to check if state.count, if it is equals to 3, at that time I want to display a snack bar. To display the snack bar, here I will use scaffold messenger dot of context dot show snack bar. Now here we need to use snack bar, and in the content here I will use a text, and in the text here I will display counter value is $of state dot count. Let me save this. Now if I click here, then you can see counter value is incrementing. It is 1, 2 and 3. Whenever it is 3, then you can see this snack bar is displayed. So this BlocListener is listening to the state change, and based on the state change it is displaying this scaffold, this snack bar. Okay. And if you want to rebuild the UI also, then in the child you need to use a block builder, because BlocListener never rebuilds the UI. And this BlocListener takes one more argument which is listen when. It actually takes the previous state and the current state. And by default it returns true. So if this listen when returns true, then only this listener will be called. If this listen when returns false, then this listener will never be called. This is how we can use BlocListener in Flutter Bloc. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching.